Legend whispers of a mysterious location deep within the mountains of Perak, home to 7 mystical wonders, 2 of which lay within a luxurious 22.7-acre valley alongside Paleozoic limestone hills dating back 260 million years. One is a meditation cave known to retain meditational powers that a master once harnessed. It is known that he who enters the cave leaves with a renewed sense of tranquility and peace. The other is a magical field of hot springs with the ability to cure sicknesses and leave others feeling recharged and re-energized. Follow us as we embark on a quest to uncover the ancient mythology within the exclusive grounds of the Banjaran Hot Springs Retreat, where we have uncovered the enigma to attaining a fine balance of wellness and self-actualization. We will pierce the veil surrounding the unseen realm of a luxury resort as we discover mysterious Japanese inscriptions, experience dining under the stars, and even a romantic dinner within a prehistoric cave. We will introduce the people behind the scenes and share their untold tales as they ensure each guest departs taking with them a personalized and memorable experience. May the adventure begin!
Boy, you're looking like my type, but tell me, can you hit it right? 'Cause if I let you in tonight, you better put it down. All night, give me mad love. All night, give me mad love. All night, give me mad love. Yeah, don't let me down. All night, give me mad love. All night, give me mad love. All night, give me mad love. Yeah, don't let me down.
Hi there, I'm Mark. I'm the General Manager of the Banjaran Hot Springs.
My name is Raymond. I'm the Director of Operations of the Banjaran Hot Springs Retreat.
Follow us and our little monkey as we embark on a quest venturing into the hidden wonders within our mystical lands.
We will take you behind the scenes on an exclusive journey to uncover the legends of Tambun and discover the unseen realm of the luxury resort.
Today, we have the pleasure of accompanying Raymond as he guides us through his daily routine as a Director of Operations. Every luxurious experience at Banjaran begins with one Teng. She has been working with Banjaran for more than a decade as a front of house manager. Starting as a trainee in both the front office and F&B for a total of 6 months, she eventually chose to pursue her career in the front of house given her passion for multitasking and coordinating with the various departments whilst addressing respective logistical needs. Unlike a city hotel, a resort requires more maintenance and coordination given the challenges put forward by the forces of nature, such as insects and even the weather. As you stroll through the grounds of Banjaran, you will notice ferocious-looking life-size tiger soft toys. These are meant to keep guests safe from the ubiquitous, playful resident monkeys. Wanteng also enjoys meeting people from all walks of life on a daily basis. Although most guests arrived relaxed and ready for a holiday, putting themselves in a festive mood from the beginning, she also meets sensitive individuals occasionally. She shared with us an instance where a pair of buggies had a slight collision. despite sustaining no injuries from the incident and the subsequent multiple apologies to the guests that followed, they still felt upset, claiming that despite the apologies, no one had asked if they were alright. However, her greatest fear is not that of guests, but of her phone ringing in the wee hours of the night. According to her, such calls are unlikely to be bearers of good news. She shared her experience of a rowdy guest under the influence of alcohol, which caused grievance to the neighboring villa, which ended in the intervention of the police. Honesty, integrity, and kindness are the core pillars she upholds within her department. She ensures that all mishaps and unhappiness are addressed prior to the departure of the guests, turning each frown upside down. Some guests were so pleased that they even inquired about the possibility to purchase a villa and turn it into their home. Although the resort was closed to the public for a period of time during the pandemic, she appreciates the fact that most personnel enjoyed job security at the resort, although some were reassigned to other chores such as maintenance of the resort and landscaping. After guests were comfortably checked in, we wandered deeper into the sacred lands with Raymond in the lead as we explored Pomelo, the first of 2 restaurants located within the premises. The magic unfolds as early as 6 a.m. whilst most people sleep soundly. The kitchen at Pomelo, however, was a stark contrast. It was filled with chirpy voices as chefs exchanged animated banter against the metallic symphony of clanging pans and spatulas ricocheting off woks. It was truly a sight to behold as chefs stood in the front of woks engulfed in what looked like the furnace, furiously and precisely tossing food into the air whilst occasionally imparting a kiss of wok hay. The breakfast dining experience begins with a pastry tower complete with a cheese platter and delicately sliced fruits. Diners also have the option to choose from a generous number of items on the menu, all cooked to order and paired with a buffet consisting of juices, pastries, and fruits. The surge of breakfast and lunch diners eventually dissolves, paving way for the chefs to begin preparations for the Enchanted Delights high tea. Served in a cozy pavilion against a breathtaking scenery, diners can enjoy decadent sweets and savories, even with their very own romantic setting. Let us tell you a little secret. The pastry chef who prepares the high tea is also the same chef that prepares sweet treats at the very much celebrated Chef's Cellar. For diners who prefer the intimacy of dining within their private villas, Pomelo serves up unctuous dishes with the same level of quality with hot food covered and delivered as quickly as possible via a kitchen buggy ensuring their freshness. The in-villa experience comes complete with meals served with hot utensils and cutleries. Diners may also opt for a twilight dinner prepared by the teams of chefs from Pomelo, with a variety of personalized menus to choose from, complete with a telescope for stargazing. Regardless of room type, each villa is equipped with a private plunge pool and geothermal hot spring tub. Each villa is under the watchful eye of housekeeping manager Zaiful Khairi. He has 30 years of experience in housekeeping and has worked under the YTL group of hotels for more than 15 years before joining Banjaran. He shared with us that compared to luxury city hotels, resorts are more physically demanding, given each villa's geographical nature compared to the hotel rooms and their exposure to weather. However, he also shared that unlike city hotels, where teams are assigned dedicated floors, at a resort, teamwork is a more prominent trait as various personnel work together to turn over rooms for guests within a short period of time, especially during peak seasons. Despite the presence of other assistant managers, he randomly checks individual villas to ensure that they are ready for any occasion guests may be celebrating, and more importantly, ensures that staff under him achieve a sense of pride and self-satisfaction in their work. He recalled an occasion where he chatted with the guest upon check-in and discovered his plan to propose to his other half later that night. Within a span of 5 hours, he masterminded a surprise plan to decorate the room for the guests whilst they were out enjoying their dinner, so that upon their return, their room would have been transformed into a romantic sanctuary with rose petals and even towels folded in heart shape, perfect for a proposal. Such teamwork and synergy is mirrored and amplified at the daily morning briefings attended by the heads of every department. During these briefings, essential information such as happenings and welfare of guests, both good and bad, are shared amongst the various departments. During peak seasons, teamwork sees no boundaries as a task force comprising of personnel from every department are tasked to those in need of manpower, ensuring the resort runs like a well-oiled machine. At Banjaran, much attention is given to the rejuvenation and wellness of each guest. Some guests may choose to enjoy a relaxing personalized treatment at the spa. These include traditional Chinese medicine, Ayurvedic therapy, and Malay healing rituals, in addition to the contemporary spa treatments with the use of pure and natural ingredients. Since the pandemic, each treatment room is thoroughly cleaned and disinfected between appointments and treated with a nanomist, reducing guest exposure to bacteria. Raymond shared an anecdote of a guest who booked a stay for a few weeks with intention to detox, but instead turned the resort into her home for a few months, during which she underwent various treatments ranging from weight loss to the rejuvenation of her body and even mending her broken heart. Spiritual enlightenment can be achieved with an on-site yoga guru who practices an ancient Hindu discipline and assists guests in achieving a state of perfect spiritual harmony. We discovered this one morning as the mysterious mist floated lazily over the magical fields of hot springs surrounding the yoga pavilion. Some may even choose to take a dip in the hot springs to wash away their worries or, according to legends, cure illnesses. This can also be achieved in the meditation, steam, and crystal caves within Banjaran. Of late, crystals have been used as amulets and talismans for health protections by energy healers and spiritual healers, believing that they can regulate energy flow and balance within one's body. Every year, each crystal within every cave is re-energized by a mystical means, such as a mantra and a singing bowl by a master who spends a few hours in each cave. Eager to uncover the legends behind the meditation cave, we entered only to be greeted by a soothing aura as a therapeutic sense of serendipity washed over us, leaving us feeling calm and relaxed. Although legends and even the Banjaran staff have whispered to us that the cave had the ability to lift one's troubles and worries, we approached it with initial skepticism. But as we stood within the dimly lit prehistoric crevice with nothing but our own thoughts echoing through our minds, we now understood that tranquility and peace begins with the mind and comes from within. As the sun began to set over the majestic limestone caves and dip beyond the valley, we set off through the lush greenery on the heels of our expert jungle guide as we explored hidden caves and attempted to embrace Mother Nature at her best. We even took a dip in the Gara Rufa pool at the end of our trek to let the little fishes gently nibble away at our tired feet, leaving them feeling refreshed. Although dusk slowly brings the day to a close for many, at Banjaran it brings guests to an elevated gastronomical dimension. The evening begins as we ascend above the mist into a prehistoric cave with mysterious Japanese writings on the wall. Till date, its origins remain unknown, though many have speculated that they were written by homesick Japanese soldiers in the early 1940s as the magical fields of hot springs stood as a gentle reminder of the many onsens that awaited them back home. As we ventured deeper into the cave, we stood mesmerized not only by the captivating interior and surrounding views, but also by a bartender who wore a cheeky grin as his cocktail shaker shook us back to reality for the refreshing cocktail that followed. As the night fell, we gingerly thread in Raymond's footsteps as we ventured towards yet another cave, rich in history but lost to the tales of time. We were told that within this cave lay a hidden gem with answers to those who seek gastronomical enlightenment. Beyond a wooden door emerged a smartly dressed waiter carrying a tray engulfed in smoke, looking like a scene out of Phantom of the Opera as the dish gracefully glided up the cobblestones towards the dimly lit restaurant interior. With our gastronomical curiosity piqued, we decided to retrace the waiter's footsteps to where it all began. It was then that we discovered the secret behind the theatrics. It was not a matter of what, rather it was who, the legendary executive Chef Boon. He was born in Ipoh and started from a humble beginning. He learned both the traditional ways from old-school chefs with even a splash of modernization from the days he started as a commis cook in Shangri-La, Singapore. There, his creativity and leadership were ignited as he eventually rose through the ranks to a sous chef. While studying music and art in his teenage years, he worked part-time in various kitchens, exposing him to a multitude of cuisines. It was then that he discovered his passion for the culinary arts. The temperature of the kitchen, excited voices of his colleagues, and even the rhythmic tapping of the knife blade against the chopboard acted as fuel, stroking the flames to his furnace of passion. Today, as the executive chef of Banjaran, he stands at the helm of both Pomelo and the much-decorated Chef Cellar. The staff's attitude, levels of hygiene, quality of ingredients and the menu were his priorities as he established Chef Cellar at the beginning. Equipment and location, due to the natural surroundings, though a little tricky, were not his main concern. According to him, teamwork, hard work and passion were the secrets to the team's success. He fondly recalled a Christmas buffet service of approximately 700 people during his days in Shangri-La, where a fire had broken out over the roast, which was a stark contrast to the carolers on stage belting out Christmas carols. He was faced with the dilemma of dealing with a burning kitchen, yet smiling at the guests while carving the roasted chicken in front of him. Under such situations, timeliness, focus, and teamwork are crucial. He shared with us that in a city hotel, diners' expectations lean towards the speed of cooking, with businessmen forming the bulk of the clientele. Under such situations, complaints were an expected every service occurrence. In a resort, however, guests are more friendly and chatty, hence looking forward to a more intimate and relaxed setting. Unlike a city hotel, complaints are incongruent and should only occur as rarely as a lunar eclipse. He feels that the latter makes him even more passionate and enables him to get to know the diners on a more personal level. There was even a time where he attempted to mend a broken heart with a decadent slice of chocolate cake. Because to him, food is not merely to satisfy one's hunger, but to evoke one's emotions. At Banjaran, an organic herb garden has been named in his honor. During the pandemic, Chef Boon spent much time curating a new menu between preparing staff meals and even learned about the various agricultural processes involved in organic farming, such as irrigation from an on-site well and nurturing the herbs from seedlings. He shared that pests are treated with the use of lemon and vinegar. Despite the dine-in restrictions during the pandemic, he and his team decided to utilize the garden fresh produce to cook and deliver meals for charities fortnightly with a touch of home-cooked terroir. That evening, we departed Chef Cellar, humbled by the knowledge Chef Boon had imparted to us, which we hold close to our hearts like gems.
I could do it all my life. So tell me.
Having embarked on this once-in-a-lifetime journey, faced off with ferocious jungle creatures and uncovered unspoken mythologies, we have discovered the holy grail surrounding inner peace and self-satisfaction. Whilst we made new friends on our adventure, at Banjaran, they make a difference to the life of others through wellness and serendipity.
I'm just right here dancing around to the rhythm that you play when you're breaking my heart. You know.
Follow our Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more exciting adventures.
With my heart, and I'll be singing la 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 la.